I make full force continuum tools. There's no other tools like it that we can do non-lethal, less than lethal snap cuts, what I affectionately call Waka Waka Pac-Man cuts. I can be in lethal mode and do non-lethal stuff, and I can be in lethal mode and do lethal stuff, and in the middle of flow, shut it right back down again to non-lethal. So I make the only full force continuum tools. And I was telling them the whole idea is, so I'm a firearms guy, the first thing I want to do is press, and we hammer. We don't claw hammer, we don't flat hammer. It's a ball peen hammer. Ball peen hammers are to change the shape of things. I used to watch my dad working on a sculpture ball peen hammer on big sheet metal to change things. And same thing like working on a car, and that's why you have a round end and a flat end, and all we're doing is reshaping his attitude. If Jason's punching at me, coming at me, the guarantee is bringing his fist, and all I have to do is protect. I don't have to draw, I don't have to aim for him. He's going to bring his hand, and I let him run into it. I had one perp, he must have struck me 20 times. It could have been a little less, could have been a little more. I just couldn't stop his hand. He kept running into it. And at one point, there was a hesitation. I got on the inside. And when I got that first pop, that's what I got. That first, he didn't know where he was going. And then life took a different flow as to what I did, so my control. Right, because the tool gives you the control, and then you can come back in. So let's get to the 5 things you can do. So if I come in at you, you can check. Someone who's trained will check because they think they're going to do something else. Or you panic, human being, I check. I can push. If we're a trained person, we're pushing, they put it somewhere, we think we're going to push it and do some magical technique after that. Or it comes to me and I panic, I push it another way. Third one, I grab it because I'm trained and I think I'm going to do something else, or I'm in utter panic and I grab it. The last 2 come up of, I could be here and I can redirect, or it comes at me and I can bail. That's it. I only have 5 responses. I can learn 5 responses, and the last 2 usually don't come up because if you're so close. Most people don't try to redirect, and most people don't try to bail. And there's very simple responses for both of those, but the ones we actually work on of check, push, or grab, it's right in your face. A lot of people think they can deal with that, and most of the time, we're not over here arguing with each other. We check things, we push things, and we grab. And when you teach it, you'll teach it in steps. It's not a flow. What you think about, the first thing is I'm going to come up and your partner's just going to put the hand out of context, just so you get used to tapping it. So I'm going to tap it. I'm going to slide to the inside. I want the inside flexors. Any of you do Kyushu Jitsu. And when you teach it, you'll teach it in steps. It's not a flow. What you think about, the first thing is I'm going to come up and your partner's just going to put the hand out of context, just so you get used to tapping it. So I'm going to tap it. I'm going to slide to the inside. I want the inside flexors. Any of you do Kyushu Jitsu, not you. So on this, if you know pressure points better than I do, I just know very basic ones, you may add that in. Me personally, I just worry about the inside nerve, either the median, the radial, or the ulnar, and I pop it. You don't swing through, because at this point, my arm is back to me. And some of you may do some of the old JKD and the Wing Chun or abbreviated Wing Chun where they hit and come up to swing at the person. Well, all I've done here is I'm no closer. I couldn't hit Jason before, I still can't hit him. If Jason comes at me, I can't stop him. But if I pop and stay, if I pop that and say he comes at me, I'm right there to give him an attitude adjustment. I can do something. I'm right there to catch that other hand. I'm right there. If it slides, oh, I'm right there. And then we can move in. I don't want to create space. Nature abhors a vacuum. Make a vacuum, nature's going to fill it with something. So you're going to tap your partner. You're going to slide in, light tap, and then whether your left foot is forward, your right foot is forward, or you're neutral, you're going to step with your left foot. So again, I don't care which foot is forward, you'll step with your left, because that will give you a gyroscopic rotation. It's almost impossible to step and have a connection without rotating around that point. I'm actually diagonally through him. Do I have Velcro? You're going to put your left hand over your right. Because right here, do I have any power to get to Jason?
No.
No. That's why people pull their hand back. But again, now it's defeating the purpose. I have power, but he's not in range. So I'm going to bring my body to my hand. Do that, I get to hit, and I step up like Greek Velcro. I'm not pushing him down, I'm not picking him up. Because our arms flare, you get that little bit of adhesion. I get that hit, and I just step up over. Would you hold my thumb? I do this as test. So I've hit, right? And I go over. Any pressure on your thumb? No. Okay, so I'm not shifting around, not pulling my hand. Get that hit, I step over. Because I have the connection, there's my little bit of gyroscopic. He has to go diagonally across his body. In real, I want to hit him. This is foundation level. The goal is, no matter what anyone else tells you, is to hit the guy. People go, what's my goal? People give me these giant explanations, and I went, no. Keep it simple. I'm an old-fashioned martial artist. What do I'm going to get that tap, I'm going to get the hit, I'm going to step up, and what I want, put that hand down for a minute. What I want is to hit him. So when I come in, I'm stepping away, I'm going to drive the breaker cutter into the well. And what I want to picture is the well going all the way down. Now you can do your part. Think of what it was like before I had compressors. Remember? And stuff, and I went, he goes, no, that's normal. And they're like, what? What I want you to think about coming in, so I get that hit, and I get that hit, I step up, and here's the check. Now, because of the check, that's my open spot. I'm going to turn you this way, Jason. I'm going to step away so you see it. Because I stepped in, I can see the open side of his arm. And that's where the check will be. So there's the check. All I'm going to do, and I cheat, took daughter number 2, Amy, to front and go, I just got this. You cheat. You took another half a step. If you're too far away, step closer. If you're too close, step back. You didn't teach us that. Well, see, that just makes sense. So anyways, I've got him to come over, boom, I go to hand, he checks me. On the inside, I always take half an extra step, so I'm knee to his knee so he can't go anywhere. I can buckle that knee. But I've gotten that check. And when I pock sour away, I hit into the collar. You ever play with the top? The picture is that's the point of the gyroscope or the top going to the floor. What do I want from Jason? I want a gyroscopic rotation. So I've hit him, I take his thumb, and all I do is body shift, and I pull the cord through, which drives my arm through his neck. Now, I'll stand the way a little bit that I'm in here, I take the cord, all I do is body shift and pull the cord, and that's the run into his neck. Now, pulling it back, I might accidentally run into his neck. I might accidentally run into his shoulder. Or if I just drop my arm, that's my first arm bar to take down and eventually to lead to come back and lead into cuffing and bundling off with the car. I just had someone go,